organism, that is consciousness. Children, what is consciousness? What do you mean by consciousness? Consciousness means to be aware, to be alert. To be alert for what? To be aware for what? If I take myself as an example, I can be aware of my performance, so that how could I explain you the topic? I could be aware of my look, that how do I look? What is my look over there? So my conscious mind is over there. If I talk about your consciousness about the students, about you all, so your consciousness will be in the part of studies, that what will be your academic performance. So for that, consciousness will play a role. You will be aware towards your studies so that you can obtain good marks. If I be taking example of awareness to the environment, if I see a black clouds, what will I feel? I can feel that it can heavily rain, storm can come. So all those parts are awareness. Awareness for environment, awareness for myself, awareness for the anything which is going on in our surrounding. So that is your consciousness. You are conscious towards everything. And from where this consciousness comes? This consciousness comes which is present inside the mind. You are being alert. You are time to time being striked that this thing can happen, that thing can happen, and you will be becoming alert towards the thing. So children, we can define consciousness as being aware of everything happening around me, around you, around us, everything which is going on in our environment. This is also one of the character which is only persisting, which is only present among the living organisms. Children, we also define consciousness as a defining character, because it is only the character, because it is also a character which is only present among the living organism. None of the non-living materials, non-living things will have consciousness. If I hit this pen is not going to get hurt. But if I get a hurt on my hand is going to pain. I am going to get alertness that something has hurted me. So that is your consciousness. And I'll be alert for that. I'll be aware for that. So only and only living organisms have the property, have the character of consciousness. So it is defined, it is taken up as a defining character. Now this consciousness is a character which living organism has an inherent capability to change or show variation according to the outer environment. So all the living organisms, I told you now that this is a character which is present only and only in living organism. And from where this character has arrived, has come. So all the living organism inherit this capability. By birth, they adapt this capability, that whatever changes are going to take place in front of them in their environment, they have to face them, they have to tackle them. And for that, their body is well adjusted, well suited. So, your organisms can survive nicely if such changes are accepted. So whatever changes are taking place in our environment, those changes are accepted only when the organisms have adapted those changes in the environment. Children, if I take example, suppose that I am inside a room, fan is off, it's too hot, summer season. So how I am going to adjust with this environment? The outer environmental temperature is also more. And the normal temperature inside the body is also 37 degrees centigrade. So how am I going to adjust with this rising temperature? What will I do? I'll leave the room, I'll move out, and the second thing will be that sweating will be taking place. I'll start sweating. And sweating is a procedure it is a osmoregulation process. It is going to naturally cool the body, remove that temperature inside the body by sweating, by cooling it down. This was one of the example that living organisms persist in their body so that they can adjust themselves nicely in any of the temperature. If I take example of polar bears, they hibernate during the winters. They hide themselves during the winters. So what is that hiding process? That hiding process is to keep themselves safe from that extreme cold temperature. So that hibernation was an adaptation process so that they can keep themselves safe from from facing that extreme cold. So that was one of the behavior of every living organism. Presence of hump on the back of the camels. Now camels are surviving in the desert area. It's extremely hot, sandy areas. Water is less. And you all know that camel can survive for many days without water. How? From where do they get water? So the camels are having hump on their body. And this hump can store water. And this water is helping the animal, helping the camel to survive them for such a long time in such a hot day. This is all what adaptation, which is inherent among every living organism so that they can adjust themselves very nicely in any of the extreme conditions comes in front of them. Cactus is one of the plant which is found normally, naturally in the desert areas. They have a broad leaf-like structures which is stem part actually. Their leaves are modified into thorns. Why? Natural leaves are broader part, but in the desert area the leaves are modified into thorns. This is all adaptation, children, inside the plant body. So that when the leaves are broader, more transpiration will take place, more water loss will take place. And the plants cannot survive in that extreme condition. So to preserve the water, the body is having that. So what I actually mean to say that your living organisms have inherited those capabilities, those properties among themselves so that they can be aware, they can be alert they can keep themselves safe from any of the extreme conditions coming in front of them. And how this property is coming? This property is coming from the inner sense of the consciousness. Each and every living organisms have a consciousness among themselves so that they can respond to the stimuli, whatever type of stimuli is present inside the environment. And they are facing from the environment. So this was it. Suppose if I take a hot vessel, I'll remove my hand. Vessel is hot, I am touching it, I'll remove my hand. That is also a consciousness. A conscious part of my mind will tell me that the vessel is hot, remove it, otherwise your hand will burn. That was being aware. By just a simple touch, I got aware. My conscious mind told me that the vessel is hot. So I removed my hand. So this is all property which is present inside the living organisms. And from where this consciousness is coming? Who is controlling this conscious part inside each and every living organism? That is the nervous system and the endocrinal system present inside the body of each and every living organism. Human beings, animals, they all have nervous system. Hormonal system, endocrinal systems are there. So these systems present inside the organisms, they regulate their process so that they can behave according to the stimuli in front of them. So according to the action, the living organisms show their reaction. And this showing reaction to the action is how it is because of the consciousness part of the behavior. Consciousness, character, which is present among the living organisms. If suddenly I come in front of a lion, what will I do? I'll hide myself. Otherwise the lion is going to come and eat me. So strictly, immediately at that point, my conscious part of mind, it struck me that you hide yourself, otherwise you will be facing the danger. So I am going to hide myself. If I see a fire burning, I am not going to step there. I'll move myself. I'll move myself from that temperature. There are various examples which can prove that your consciousness is a defining character and it is only present among the living organisms. It is not present among the non-living things. Now children, among human beings, usually you might have heard that somebody has gone to coma. Now what is this coma? Coma is a state of unconsciousness, brain dead condition. When in a patient, the brain inside the organism, the human being is not working. Just now I told you that all the responses to the external stimuli, all the responses to our environment, who commands us? Who commands the living organism? That is the nervous system present inside the body. And this nervous system is comprising of all the different type of nerves which is adjusted inside the brain. And suppose if all those nerves inside the brain stops working, and these nerves are the central part which is commanding the whole body, and if that nerves only stops working, what will happen? The body will stop responding. The patient will not be able to respond anything. But will we say that that patient has died? Will we considering that organism, that human being in a living or non-living? Children, we will be considering that patient in the category of living. Why? Because only brain has stopped working. Because the nerves have stopped working, the body has stopped responding. But these cells are alive. Cells are performing their functions. The activities inside the cells are going on. So the patient is leaving. The patient has not died. But only the condition has arisen of coma. That is brain dead. The patient has stopped responding to the environment, stopped responding to any of the conditions in front of him. So that there also consciousness is very important. Now children, the part which I am going to discuss here is the star mark point according to the competitive point of view. In your NCERT, this line has mentioned that living organisms are self-replicating, evolving, self-regulating system capable to respond to external stimuli. Children, these points have been defined after discussing all the different characters of the living organism. Now, if we recall, we have studied that living organisms possess growth. They can reproduce. They have metabolic activities. Then they have consciousness and they also work at a cellular level. All the living organisms have these conditions. So, on that basis, on viewing those points, this particular definition for the living organism has been made out, that living organisms are self-replicating. What is self-replicating? Replicating means to replicate. Replicate means to multiply, to make it double. How the organisms are replicating? They are self-replicating by the process of reproduction. If I take example of amoeba, by the process of binary fission, one amoeba can divide and produce its same copy in a similar manner by asexual reproduction method, and two daughter cells are formed. If I take example of human beings and animals, we also have the process of sexual reproduction and the next generations are produced. So same generation, species by species, the organisms are continuing. So life is continuing on the generation. So this property of reproduction is playing very important role in the living organisms, and hence we can say that living organisms are self-replicating. Their numbers are multiplying by the process of reproduction, and this is how it is fruitfully done because of growth. Now the second point has been told that living organisms are evolving. Obviously they are evolving. In the evolution in class 10th, you might have you have studied that evolution of living organism occurs. So how this living organisms evolution occurred? You have studied in one of the character that cellular organization of cell. So some of the organisms were of cellular level, tissue level, some were of tissue system level, organ system level. This is what? This is an evolutionary study, hierarchical study. So one by one, because of the development of the cells into tissues, organ and all, a new organisms have been evolved on this earth. So living organisms are self-evolving also because of different structural organization. Now they are self-regulating. Just now I have discussed the character of consciousness, that each and every living organisms have the property to respond to the environment, to respond to the stimuli and to control itself. Like example of camel, they have hump. Like example of cactus, they have leaves in form of spines. Like sweating process in the human beings to make the temperature of the body normal, homeostasis process. Hibernation process among the animals. These are all self-regulating processes system which is present, which is inherited from prior only among the living organism, so that they can survive very nicely in this on this earth, children. Hope children this whole point is clear to you all. Thank you.